Yo. What up, what up, what up, y'all? Come on in. Y'all know what it is. We have a situation that been going on in Philadelphia. Philadelphia. They call it Philadelphia if you want to talk on that side of the language. But it's definitely going down out there. It's definitely moving crazy out there. It's definitely becoming a type of war zone out there. Do y'all remember in the pandemic? Well, you know what? Let's do our regular introduction, man. All right, like, share, comment, and subscribe. You know the freaking vibes. You know what I'm saying? Hit the notification bell, subscribe to the channel, and if you want to become a loyal donor, join the 3 tiers. Okay, it's right there at the bottom of the page. All right, okay. I. Suicide Squad, keep it 100 and fair. Suicide Squad, keep it 100 and fair. Might be some biasness here and there, depending on the people or the person that's involved in the situation. But I try my best. We try our best to split it down the middle. We ain't perfect, so it's never gonna be right down the middle all the time. But we be on time when we can. All right, make sure y'all hit that Cash App Soul Mirror 29 if you can. If you don't have that, hit the PayPal Suicide Ace 29 if you can. And if you don't have that, you can hit the Super Chat. If you don't have that, just comment, like, and subscribe. Okay? All right. Throughout the show, you just look at the bottom of the screen, and there'll be the Cash App and the PayPal running all the way through. Running all the way through the bottom, the whole show. Okay. All right, then. So we have Philadelphia, it has been a police shooting with a young man out here, um and in front of his mother. They saying she tried to tell him to chill or tried to help him, but they're saying that he did not comply. He did not comply when the officers told him to put the weapon down, right? That's what they say. So let's get to the article and see what the vibes is. Because that's what they say. You know what I'm saying? What up, Doe? It's popping. You know the vibes. So let's get to that right quick. Tire. I know the freaking vibes. I know the vibes. Oh, my bad. Whoa, 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 whoa. Back up, back up. Back up. I don't know what just happened right there. What the heck? Oh, yeah, full screen tripping. Get back. All right, there we go. I don't know what the hell that shit was. I don't know what the heck that shit was. Okay. Man, I already had that. I don't know why it's doing that. All right. Shout out to Fox 29 Philadelphia. Y'all know the freaking vibes. All right. Fox 29 Philadelphia is where we got this article from. All right. Walter Wallace Jr. shot, killed by police in West Philadelphia. Okay. West Philly. All right. Fox 29 was popping. Fox 29 Philadelphia. West Philadelphia. Police say 27-year-old man armed with a knife was shot and killed by two officers in West Philadelphia. It happened on the 6100 block of Locust Street around 4 p.m. Around 4 p.m. Monday, when officers were called to a home on the block or for a man with a weapon. They were immediately met with a male who was carrying a knife. Several times they asked the male to drop the knife. They ordered him to drop the knife, and he continued to follow them around several vehicles that are over there. Philadelphia Police Sergeant Erica Gossip said. According to police, the man was later identified as Wallace Jr. Video on social media shows Wallace's mother chasing after her son, asking police not to shoot. In the video, two officers are seen trying to get Wallace to drop the knife as he walks around the car. He raises his hand. Both officers open fire, shooting at least 14 times? What? Oh, man. Wallace was shot in the shoulder and chest. One of the officers then put him in the police vehicle and drove him to a hospital where he was pronounced dead a short time later. All I hear is, don't shoot, don't shoot. They didn't have to shoot. They could have hit him with a taser, Wallace relative Rodney Everett said. Said Philadelphia Police Commissioner Daniel Outlaw said the officers did not have tasers. Huh? When y'all ever heard of the officers never have tasers? I don't know. I ain't never heard of that. Demonstrators took to the streets Monday night in protest of how police handled the situation. And those demonstrations soon turned violent, injuring 30 police officers. Dozens of arrests were made as police reported vandalism and looting at local businesses. Wallace family attorney Shaka Johnson told Fox 29 that the man had been dealing with mental health issues. He added that police were notified upon their arrival that Wallace was experiencing a crisis. According to Johnson, the family requested an ambulance and are unsure why police arrived instead. What the hell? Major Jim Kinney says he spoke with the family Monday night. He adds there will be a full investigation into the shooting. My prayers are with the family and friends of Walter Wallace. I have watched the video of tragic incident, and it present difficult questions. Difficult questions that must be answered. I spoke tonight with Mr. Wallace family and will continue to reach out to hear their concerns firsthand and to answer their questions to the extent that I am able. The officer involved shooting investigation unit of PPD will conduct full investigation. I look forward to a speedy and transparent resolution to the sake of Mr. Wallace and his family. The officers for Philadelphia, he said in statement Monday night. Philadelphia District Attorney Larry Crescent issued the following statement Monday night on the fatal police involving the shooting. Philadelphia District Attorney Office takes its obligation to try to be fair and to seek even-handed justice seriously. The DAO Special Investigation Unit responded to today's fatal shooting of a civilian by police shortly after it occurred, and has been on the scene with other DAO personnel since that the time investigating. And we do jointly with the PPD officer involving shooting, investigating unit, and shootings and fatalities by other means involving police. We intend to go where the facts and law lead us, and to do so carefully, without rushing or judgment, without bias of any kind. The name of the officers were fired. The shots were not immediately disclosed. Both were wearing body cameras and were taken to the street deputy pending the investigation. GoFundMe has been set up for family. If you wish to donate, please click the link there. All right, that's enough right there. Now we can actually talk about this article and what happened. Now we can actually talk about the article and what happened. Khalif Sadiq was popping. All right. Um. All right. So, what I got out of the article, right? Um. It was supposed to be an ambulance and not a police officer. That was weird. They said he was going through a crisis in his life, some mental health issues, crisis. You know that how that correlates. They said that they was notified that before upon arrival. So I don't know. I don't know the procedures, right? I'm not sure if the procedure of someone who's going through something and you show up they have a weapon. I don't know if you have a different type of procedure up on arrival. I don't know. I'm not in there. I'm not in the force to know if you arrive to a scene and you already tipped off what's going on and why it's happening. I don't know if the regular procedure with a weapon in their hand. I don't know if it's different. I don't know. I'm not in the force. I don't know if they have an audible to call. If they know someone is supposed to have some mental health issues and they have a weapon, do they have a different type of call? I don't know. I'm not in the service. I'm not in the force to tell you that. I know that if a person has a weapon and they don't listen, they're going to shoot them. Like we've seen that too many times. If a person has a weapon in their hand and they don't drop it, they're usually going to shoot them. They usually will shoot them. We don't know what he was going through. Only the mother and he knows, and the family member knows. When you see certain people disobey certain orders that the authorities give them, you have to know that they're really going through something like very, very and what's the word? I can't think of the word now, but they're definitely going through something. And sometimes it's even to the point that it's suicidal, right? So you probably would think to yourself, why would this person just not drop the goddamn weapon and just go to jail or talk it out? Or sometimes people rather take it that far. That way they ain't got to deal with this stuff no more. What up, Doe says EMT not equipped to handle armed suspects. Cops are not equipped to handle mental health crisis. That's a good comment right there. But at the same time, you know, whoever get called up for the job, you know, probably, you know, has to call an audible. All right, so EMT not equipped to handle armed suspects. And okay, I got you. I respect that. I respect that comment. But you know, when you get caught up on a job, you expected to do it. So I mean, I don't know why if they called for a ambulance, why would the police show up? I don't know. That's something that the dispatch will have to explain. The dispatch will have to explain why did you send out a police force when it's supposed to be an ambulance for a person who's going through something mental. They will have to fix that because that didn't make no sense. If they're already notified that the person is going through something, again, I don't know if they have a weapon. I'm not in the force, so I don't know if this is a bad thing. Do you think they shouldn't have shot or they should have shot? In the article, is saying that basically he was coming towards them with a weapon. And you know, if you're coming towards the police with a weapon, they definitely going to fire on you. So if he was going towards them with a weapon, why are you burning the city down? I don't understand. Why are you burning the city down if the person was going towards the officers with a weapon? You know the consequences of that. So why are you burning the city down? I don't get that. I don't understand that. That's weird. You can't keep burning the city down because a cop a cop and a black man. Every time something happened like that, you can't burn a city down, bro. That's not going to solve the situation every time. You can't just keep burning the city down for this. Especially if he had a knife and he was coming towards the officers and they told him to stop and he kept doing it. Why are you burning the city down? I don't get it. Yo, that's what I be saying. Like, some of this stuff don't make no sense, bro. Some of this stuff don't make no sense. I don't understand. Khalid said, I don't know, sounds like he was not in his right mind. Yes, they said he wasn't in his right mind. Can you imagine being stressed out? Right? Okay, check that. What I'm about to say? Okay, I got done watching 30 for 30, right? Check this out. 30 for 30 is fire. Maurice Claret, right? What up, Divine Female 2.0? What up, Ken baby? Hey, mwah, 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 mwah. All right, so I watched 30 for 30, Maurice Claret. Y'all know Maurice Claret, who used to play for the Ohio State Buckeyes, was one of the fire-ass running backs who helped them win the championship, okay, against Miami and all of that. That what, 2006 or something like that? Okay, so Maurice Claret was going through stuff like this. Like, well, not like this, but he was going through stuff in his mind and his life because one of his best friends died, and he had a national championship game to play, but he wanted to leave. He wanted to leave to go to his friend's funeral. So the board of directors said, "Yeah, you can leave. You can go ahead and leave. We gonna pay for you. We got you, man. We got you, son. We got you." And then come to find out, they did not help him. They did not help him leave. They gave him the runaround. Then they said, "Oh, you had to clear some of these papers that was never cleared." So before the game, okay, before the game, he goes down to a press conference, and they say, "Yo, how do you feel about this, that, and the third? Your friend passing away?" And Maurice Claret basically said, "Yo, they don't give a damn what's going on with me. They only care about this damn dumbass game." And then from that point on, the commissioner or the big guy of Ohio State, I forgot who he's a commissioner or some shit or whatever he was. He was way up there. He started going after Maurice Claret, right? He wanted to go after him because he basically called him out. And so what happened with 30 for 30, Maurice Claret, is after they won a national championship, the next year, right? The next year, he ended up, no, not with the next year. I think, well, how did that shit go again? Was it the next year or the same year? But Maurice Claret ended up getting in trouble, right? He ended up getting in trouble because he got a car. His car that he had broke down. Then his coach, who said be family, sent him to one of his homies. You know what I'm saying? His homies hooked him up with a fire ass car. And some of those students in certain areas can afford the certain car that Maurice Claret had. So he went to school. Somebody broke in it. And then when somebody broke in it, they said, "Hold on, wait, this is your car?" He like, "Yeah, this is my car right here." All he was doing was like, I think he's like renting it or something like that. He's like renting it or something. So he just rented for a minute. So they said, "Hold on, how is this black kid from this impoverished area, poor area, got this type of money and got this type of money to get this type of car?" So they basically did that pandering off-field investigation on him, right? And all Maurice Claret had to do is say, "My coach told me to go here and he hooked me up." So, but Maurice Claret said, I was born not to throw people under the bus. So from that point on, y'all, he got suspended. He couldn't play the second year. He couldn't play after he won the national championship. He couldn't play that year. So they said, okay, it was 2 games. Then they said it was 3 games. Then they said it was 4 games. Then basically he just no more. You can't play the season. Then next thing you know, oh man, we're gonna race your ass. So from that point on, they just messed that man's whole life up. messed his whole life up to the point that he like, what the hell going on? They tried to fight it. What up, Dippin? They tried to fight it and everything. He got Jim Brown try to help him, but it was total baloney. Mad. The dude was just mad that he got called out on national TV. That's the only reason why he was mad. He's like, yo, you called me out on national TV, huh? So, he was the big dog in Ohio State, so he wanted revenge. So what he did was broke him all the way down to his brake pads that he couldn't even play no more. So Maurice Clarett basically was like lost. Like, what the hell? What was going on? So he went to LA. He went to LA one night just to clear his head because he got the tabloids all up in this shit. You know what I'm saying? He said, bye. All right, peace out, Devon. He had the tabloids everywhere. So he went to LA one night with his homeboy. His homeboy was like in the music in LA, in the music. And he got those porn stars and all of that. And Maurice Clarett just needed to break. He needed a break. He got his name all in lights. He got his name in the tabloids everywhere. People like, oh, he turning his back on all that crazy stuff. So he goes to LA. He has a night. He has fun. He started having fun with his boy who does music. And LA got all those porn stars and shit. Then boom, he ends up getting drunk. You know what I'm saying? He started liking it, and now he knows that when he goes down, when he stresses out, he became a drinker just off of that night. I mean, off of that little time, he became a hardcore drinker. So Mark Clarett had a lot of problems going on. The coaches turned his back on him. The players turned their back on him. Everybody left when he got kicked out of Ohio State. They left him. So now he's just sitting there, don't know what to do. He don't know what's going on. And so he tried to. He said, "Forget it. I'm gonna enter the NFL draft." He ended up getting picked up by the Broncos. And the reason why Maurice Clarett did not make it in the NFL because he was so stressed out and he became a heavy drinker. He wanted to drink away his pain. So when he got signed by the Broncos, that dark space that he had from getting kicked out of Ohio State never left. It was so deep embedded in him, even he couldn't even focus on that he actually was in the NFL and he actually could get good night, Ken. He actually could get paid and all of that. He couldn't focus, y'all. It was so deep. All of that stuff he had to go through, it kept running through his mind. No matter how much he finally got picked up by the Broncos, he can make it. All he has to do, y'all. But the bad thing was his agent told him to not take the money. Agent told him, don't take the signing bonus. Make them believe in you. If he took the signing bonus, they couldn't have cut him, even if he does mess up. So the agent told him, hey, man, we going to prove to them that we that man, we that guy. So we going to get a bigger check right the next year. So we're not going to take the signing bonus. So what they did not take the signing bonus. They said, we're going to bet on ourselves. We know we can do it. But he had so much of that. He had so much of stress and regrets and everything because he wasn't able to do it the way he thought he should have, that he could not let go of the drinking. The drinking stuck with him. That one incident, or that one little week or two, whatever, how long he stood with his friend in LA just to get away from all the tabloids and stuff, it stuck with him. That drinking never left. And he couldn't focus on football because he stopped drinking. And that's what really messed him up. And I didn't know the true story until I seen 30 for 30. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I seen 30 for 30, man. It's kind of crazy, man. The media made it look like Maurice Clarett was just a drunk, wild guy, right? That's what the media did. But after watching 30 for 30, the media out of line. That's not what happened, y'all. They basically turned him into that because they took away football from him, which he was very good at, and he just helped the Buckeyes win the national championship. So can you imagine? His name was everywhere. So the second season, just imagine, even if they go back to the national championship, even though they lost, but they go back. That's 2 years in a row. You win one, you lose one. He's going to be a great pick. His name going to be everywhere. He's going to get a good signing bonus, all of that. They took all of that away. He took all of that away, and he could not get over that hump. He thought he was a failure, everything. So what happened was, when he got kicked off the Broncos, because he couldn't focus, so they kicked him off. So he didn't take the signing bonus, so he didn't get no money, because they said, let's bet on ourselves. So the agent admitted, man, we failed. We should have took the signing bonus. Maybe they could never kicked him off. He could have just had a couple weeks to get right, or a couple rehab. You know how some players, when they mess up, they just basically kick them off. I mean, not kick them off, but put it like basically, sit them down for a while, because they, it all depends. But nowadays, they'll kick you off real quick. It all depends. So he went back home, and he started doing drugs. He started dealing in the street life. He started dealing in the street life, dealing in the drugs and all that. He ended up getting into in the mix with some real bad, tough street dudes, and basically, he started being paranoid. He had a lot of guns and stuff and all that on him. And remember, he was already in trouble. He was already in trouble for that. He had robbed a lady. He had robbed a lady and all that, right? So he already got in trouble for that. So if he get in trouble again, he gotta go do a while. So that he got in trouble. So I mean, did somebody call? No, he called. He called his lawyer, like, yo, I don't know what I'm about to do. I got all these guns on me. I don't know. Next thing you know, the cops is right behind him. I don't know who called him. Maybe it was just a coincidence. The cops trying to pull him over. He called his girl that's pregnant, telling her, "Oh, I love you. It's gonna be just take care of what's the name." Basically, he was like on his suicidal bed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like that. Some people, everything is black, it's dark, and he was dark. He feel like a failure. He did everything, and they did everything to break him down. All he did was say was, "This university told me I can go to my friend's funeral, and then now I can't go." That's all he said, y'all. And then his world just go upside down. That's all he said was, yo, the university said they're going to pay for my flight. I can get up and go watch my best friend get buried, man. Forget this football game. But then they gave him the runaround, said no, you got to have these paperwork. So they didn't like that. They didn't like that he put them on Front Street. And so they messed his whole life up, bro. Messed his whole life up. So I said all of that to just let you know that you don't know what somebody going through, man. You don't know. You don't know what somebody going through, man. It's really hard. It's really hard in certain situations when you don't know what holds heavy on someone's back, or someone's heart. Maurice Claret was the golden boy of his family. He had everything lined up to take care of his family for a long time. Everything. Even because, he started getting injured and stuff. He knows how many hits it take. So at one point they was like, "Oh, Maurice Claret, you don't like the Ohio State? You want to be one and done?" He was like, "That's not what he said. He said the life expectancy of a running back is real short because we take a lot of hits and our body break down easy. So I wouldn't mind, being great 1 year in college and then go pro, get money, take care of my family." The media and the tabloids, they blew it out of proportion, made him a villain. It's all crazy, man. It was all sad. I was glad I got to see the truth of that story, because I remember when the media was like, "Oh, he just bad. He had booster problem." You know how they do? You got booster problems, and he a drunk, and he just messed up his life. No, that's not what happened, y'all. The booster came from the booster help came from the coach. The coach said, "Go see my boy, and my boy gonna hook you up." It came from the coach, y'all. It didn't come from nobody else. It was the coach. And whoever helped Maurice Claret, I think it was a family. They tried to do it. They tried to do a whole bunch of shit that did not work. It did not hold up. So they just basically said, when they tried to like take it further, all that stuff they tried to do did not work. So basically, they basically just said, "Forget it. We just gonna suspend you, and we just gonna kick you out." And that messed his whole life up. And it was just sad, bro. It was a sad thing. He had to go to jail for 3.5 years. It was crazy, man. It was crazy. But yeah, his coach said, "Yo, we family, we family." But then when they tried to knock him off, his coach did not help, bro. His coach did not help. His coach he wanted to save his job and all that. But they end up reconciling later on. So they can do some work in Ohio after he got out of jail and get his life right. Him and his coach like reconciled and all that. But man, that's kind of crazy, man. It was sad, man. That story was good, but it was a sad story because the media did not tell the truth about Maurice Claret. They made it look like he did everything on it. Oh, he's just a mess up and a screw up. That's a lie, bro. When you watch 30 for 30 for Maurice Claret, you're gonna see how he didn't do nothing wrong, and they wanted to tear him up. And the goddamn them people in the goddamn what you call it universities, they ain't shit. They not nothing, bro. They not nothing. They all just turned their back on this. They all turned the back on him and everything. The coaches, the players, everybody. It was sad, bro. It was sad to see that. Thank you, Yellow Mellow Baby, with your cue there. All right. So when it comes to people having problems in their life, man, you can never understand. You're not gonna understand because everybody has their own way of processing things. They have their own way of seeing things and processing it and saying I'm a failure or I can't believe this. Everybody has their own way of handling things. So I don't know why he had a knife. Only he knows it. And it comes a point when you are fed up that you don't care what the outcome is. You ain't gonna care what the outcome is. No matter how much people say, okay, but it's certain people in this world, when they are so fed up, they don't care what the outcome is. Or I can tell you this, as some people, they're so fed up, that they're not going to even think about the outcome. They're just going to go for it, and then if they survive the outcome, then they'll think of like, you know what? Okay, all right, bet, okay, maybe I was wild. Sometimes, man, you gotta wait to after the outcome, the smoke clear, for people to actually realize, like, maybe I'm wild. He said, I thought he was mentally ill. I mean, they said that, they said that stuff, but mentally ill doesn't mean, what I'm saying, it doesn't always mean that you need medicine or you need treatment. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't always mean that. It means that you're going through something and, it got you in a certain state. You see them? Mentally ill don't always mean you need treatment, just losing your mind. No, it means, it's something he's going through in his life and it has him in a certain state of mind. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people just keep saying, like, oh, you're mentally ill. Like, man, it's a lot of stages to everything. They say a midlife crisis, it can definitely make you have a mental breakdown. You know what I'm saying? So you could definitely be out there on some wild shit. You probably can't make ends meet. Somebody, you probably can't handle somebody backstabbing you. So you break down and you just, man, it's a lot of reasons or dynamics or scenarios why somebody can be labeled mentally ill. Even though we know, when they say mentally ill, it just means the motherfuckers, supposed to be super off their rocker and all that. But every time it's not like that. It's just something that people easily says. They just throw it out there. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion, though. That's my opinion, bro. They did mentally illness. They did mention that mentally ill, but what is that? I mean, do you not protect yourself because someone is allegedly mentally ill and they have a weapon coming towards you? What do? Do you what's the procedure when someone is mentally ill that they claim and they coming towards you with a weapon? What is the procedure to that? Do you put your gun down and just hopefully they don't stab you? I don't know. How does that work? You know what I'm saying? How does that work? So I don't know, man. I don't know the procedure to that. How do you handle a person coming at you with a weapon? No matter what state they in. How do you handle that? You know what I'm saying? Like, they said they didn't have no tasers. They could have tased them. That's a fact. But I heard they didn't have no tasers. That's the first time I ever heard police officers never have tasers. I ain't never heard that in my life. Never heard that one before. But it's the first time for everything. You know what I'm saying? It's the first time for everything. And I know the vibes. What you say? Are you saying he had a one-time crisis or history of mental illness? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know. I can't answer that for you, bro. I don't know. I don't know. They didn't have tasers. Yeah, they didn't have tasers. Yeah, I don't know if it's a one-time thing or is it a history. I reading that I couldn't make it out. Reading that article, I don't know. I know the mom said he had some stuff going on in his life, but then up there in the beginning it says, "Oh, we warned him that he has some mental illness going on. He has something going on in his life and all that." So I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's a one-time thing or a whole thing going on. Man, I have no idea. I couldn't tell you, man. I couldn't tell you for real. You feel me? I don't know. It's still it's kind of wild, but why are they burning down the city though? Why y'all do that? Why y'all do that? Why y'all do that? And why y'all do that? And it's like sometimes you gotta think like, if he has a weapon coming at me, what do you want me to do? You want me to pray that he does not stab me? I don't understand. Do you want me to pray? I mean, they do. I don't know, man. What's up? Why they shoot so many times? Do y'all know why they shoot so many times? Are they supposed to shoot at you that many times, bro? Like, what's the procedure now? Is it aimed to kill? It's not aimed to save your life no more, right? It's aimed to kill, right? It's aimed to kill your ass. Okay. I'm just trying to figure that out. Is it aimed to kill? You know, I'm just saying, when I grew up, they were supposed to try to save you back in the day, like shoot you in your leg or something or your arm. But now I think it's different now, right? So why do they shoot so many times is a thing. It don't take that many shots. I don't know, man. I'm not a cop, so I can't simulate it. You can't simulate real time, man. It's just too hard. Even though it was overkill, it was justified suspense. That's what I'm saying. How do you burn a city down if he's not listening and he comes to them with a knife? I don't know, man. You can't simulate real time. People get mad, but how they get mad? You can't simulate real time. You can't. It's hard. Why? How they so? I don't get aim to kill, center. I think they aim to kill your ass, huh? Them days to save your life is over. Them days to save your life is over, man. You know what I'm saying? So even with that, you should know that you can't play with them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. It seemed like no matter what, man, people are gonna act like under reform. We gotta do prison reform. Like, prison reform in one city is not gonna stop the rest of the cities. That shit gonna have to be worldwide. But you want prison reform, but what about the people? So if you got prison reform, but the people still wilding, you still gonna have police popping up. You know what I'm saying? So the society is kind of finicky, y'all. Like, I don't know, man. I don't get it, bro. It's like they want to do cancel people. They want to do all this, but they don't really want to pay attention to what's going on. Like, I don't know. That shouldn't make no sense, man. I don't get it, bro. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Seriously. Anybody got anything else? I've been here for a good minute for this one. Anybody want to add to this before we close out? Appreciate everybody typing in here. You know the vibes. Shout out to Yellow becoming the Slumber Party member. You heard? If not, we can close out and I'll catch y'all in the next video, man. Y'all know the freaking vibes. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Make sure y'all like the video, share the video, leave your comments below, subscribe to the channel, become a member like Yellow, free thinker, and all of that. We got 3 tiers. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Umar got like 7 tiers. I only got 3. Free thinker. What is that? Soul Mirror Gang and Suicide. No, Suicide Squad. All right, 3 different tiers, 3 different prices. All right. With that being said, I'm gonna see y'all next video. Dr. Umar is coming up next, I believe. So y'all get ready for that. It's your boy, man. Talk to your soul, soul mirror, the balance keeper, no one safe, poking the people, sisterhood, anti-bully gang, silverback gang. Lee love the ladies, lady loves Lee, and ladies, you are definitely love Lee. Don't chase the light, let the light chase you. I am Izzy, Kizzy,